For decades, the Middle East peace process has been synonymous with American mediation. However, the recent eruption of violence in Gaza has witnessed an unexpected actor stepping onto the diplomatic stage, Chinese President Xi Jinping. With Washington seemingly caught off guard, Beijing has seized the initiative, positioning itself as a potential broker for peace in one of the world's most volatile regions. Xi's foray into Middle Eastern diplomacy comes at a time when the United States appears increasingly disengaged. By hosting a high-profile gathering of Arab leaders in Beijing and proposing a peace conference, Xi has signaled China's willingness to play a more proactive role in mediating regional conflicts. Is China poised to replace the United States as the primary guarantor of stability in the region? While it's too early to make such pronouncements definitively, Xi's assertive diplomacy suggests a shift in the geopolitical landscape. A successful Chinese-brokered peace agreement would be a major diplomatic coup for Beijing, enhancing its global standing. However, it also carries risks. The Middle East is a complex and volatile region, and China's ability to navigate its intricate web of alliances and rivalries remains untested. At the heart of Xi's peace initiative is a proposed conference to be held in Beijing, bringing together Israeli and Palestinian representatives, along with key regional and international stakeholders. The conference aims to address the root causes of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and work towards a comprehensive and lasting peace agreement. Xi has underscored the importance of upholding international law and respecting the legitimate rights of both Israelis and Palestinians. This balanced approach, coupled with China's growing economic and political clout, has given hope to some that Beijing might succeed where others have failed. Arab leaders, including Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas, have welcomed the initiative and expressed their support for China's mediation efforts. Xi Jinping's diplomatic foray into the Gaza crisis has reverberated across the globe, generating a mix of reactions from world leaders and international organizations. The European Union has cautiously welcomed China's involvement, emphasizing the need for a coordinated international effort. Russia has also expressed support for China's initiative, seeing it as an opportunity to further its own geopolitical interests in the region. The United States, however, has been more reserved in its response, emphasizing the importance of American leadership in the Middle East. Iran, a close ally of China, has praised the initiative, viewing it as a step towards diminishing American influence in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, a traditional U.S. partner, has been more cautious, balancing its close ties with Washington against its growing economic relationship with Beijing. A successful outcome could solidify China's role as a major power broker in the Middle East, potentially altering the balance of power. Xi Jinping's approach to conflict resolution in the Middle East differs markedly from the traditional Western model. Whereas American diplomacy has often emphasized democracy promotion and human rights, China's approach is more pragmatic, focusing on economic development and political stability. China's economic clout, particularly its Belt and Road Initiative, has given it significant leverage in the region. By offering investments and trade opportunities, China has cultivated strong economic ties with both Israel and Palestine, as well as with other key regional players. This economic engagement, according to Chinese officials, provides a solid foundation for building trust and fostering cooperation, essential ingredients for any successful peace process. The specter of a rising China looms large over the Middle East, casting a long shadow over traditional power dynamics and alliances. As China's economic and political influence grows, so too does its footprint in the region, challenging long-held assumptions about the global order. Trade between China and the Middle East has skyrocketed in recent years, fueled by China's insatiable demand for oil and gas. Chinese companies have also made significant investments in infrastructure projects across the region, from ports and railways to telecommunications networks. Beyond economics, China is also seeking to expand its security presence in the Middle East. Chinese warships have made increasingly frequent port calls in the region, and Beijing has established its first overseas military base in Djibouti. The United States, long accustomed to being the dominant external actor in the Middle East, is closely watching China's rise with a mixture of apprehension and uncertainty. The escalating situation in Gaza and China's unexpected diplomatic foray into the heart of the Middle East signal a broader shift in the global balance of power. The unipolar moment, dominated by the United States in the aftermath of the Cold War, is fading, giving way to a more multipolar world order. In this new era, power is more diffuse, with multiple centers of influence competing for global leadership. China's rise is perhaps the most consequential geopolitical development of the 21st century. The Middle East, long a region of vital strategic importance, has become a focal point for this power struggle. On the one hand, a more balanced distribution of power could potentially lead to greater stability. However, a multipolar world also carries inherent risks. The absence of a clear hegemon could create a vacuum, leading to greater competition and potentially conflict. The challenge for the international community will be to manage this transition peacefully and constructively, harnessing the potential benefits of a multipolar world while mitigating its inherent risks.